marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Redlip Talk Podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Redlip Talk Podcast. Wow.
Hello, everyone. This is Vanessa J. Ross, and the Good Samaritan Ministries family invites you to our first annual Empowering Our Youth program, which will be held July the 8th, 2023, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Location, 2010 Woodmere Boulevard, Suite J, Harvey, Louisiana. And it is hosted by none other than myself, Vanessa J. Ross. So come on out and support us. Vendors are welcome. Contact Vanessa J. Ross, 504-413-0496. God bless.
All right, we're back at Louisiana State Beauticians and Barbers Association, LSBBA, and we're interviewing again. It's your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva, and I have some great supporters. We have, I just can't tell you enough about these people. They're healing the mind and the body. They're a dynamic team, a blessed couple. We have Dr. Kendra and Dr. Dana Andrews, who have blessed this conference so much, especially, oh man, you did a, man. If y'all was here for his speech, you know, that's all I want to say. But how are you guys enjoying the conference so far? And, you know, how the beauticians and barbers are. I know it's a different thing for you guys. So tell us how y'all enjoying it.
It's a very wonderful experience. I've met a lot of individuals, a lot of salon owners that are willing to partner with us to buy our products wholesale and sell them retail, put them in their shops. So I'm excited about the partnerships and the networking opportunities. It's really been a blessing to me.
Okay.
Spice Divas. Sona's Charm. Redlip Talk. Redlip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Redlip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Redlip Talk. Spice Divas. Sona's Charm. Welcome. We are back.
Welcome back to Redlip Talk Podcast. I think this is our 20th episode.
That's right.
And we welcome you all back to Redlip Talk Podcast. And we even welcome some people on my little live stream right here. We welcome y'all for the first segment. So, how was your weekend, Sona? You know, we always kick it off and action like that. What's going on? How was your weekend?
Saturday was a long day, but then Sunday was a chill day. I just kind of stayed inside. You know, me and Saint cuddled up.
Yeah, because it was hot.
It was hot.
Yes.
It's been hot, y'all, and like the AC, you know, it just was like, it's too hot to go anywhere.
Yes. It's been extremely hot. On Saturday, I went to the Woodmere Festival.
Okay, yeah.
I actually was with Keyshawn, and I was like, okay, let's. Keyshawn finished because you know with the heat and everything, she finished early, and I was like, okay, Key, let's go out there to that Woodmere Festival and promote. So we went out there, and oh my God, it was hot. It was so hot, and I didn't know that Keyshawn is a local celebrity because everybody knows Keyshawn.
Everybody know Keyshawn. You know that from the shop. People say, I know you from.
I know you from Jerry Springer. Key, we had to put that out there. You already put it out there about Jerry Springer. But I know you from Jerry
Springer. She's a real celebrity, y'all.
Yes. You are really a local celebrity who is actually a celebrity hairstylist who have a class coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Spots still available.
Yes.
It's $150.
Yes, and it's like a $500 class that she's doing to tell them how to get on the movie sets, what's been her experience on the movie sets. So we want y'all to definitely, if you're a stylist, if you know a stylist, refer them so they don't want to miss this class. There's only 3 spots left, so we want y'all to make sure that you come to that class at Spice Divas Beauty Bar at 2175 La Pelco Boulevard, Suite B as in Bless in Harvey. They're gonna fly you up right there. But yeah, we want you to make sure that it's only $150 class. You can get in touch with Keyshawn. It's on tomorrow for 10 a.m. at Spice Divas Beauty Bar. So we excited about that class for your Key. We had to give you a little shout out.
That's right. That's
Yes,
our girl.
we got more shout outs, right?
We got lots of shout outs. We got Jackie of all trades, right?
Yeah.
Got your Mind Your Business promo going on. All right. She taught
Yeah.
that class at the LSBBA conference that we just held last month.
Yes.
Okay. And so
yes.
she's teaching you all things beauty business, right?
Everything.
Even helping you prep for state board
Yes,
preparation,
yes.
but all things beauty business, finances, marketing, brand
Branding.
Yes, right.
Yes,
Brand management,
branding.
everything. So
Yes.
you guys, just follow the divas over at Spice Divas. They got a lot going
We got a
on.
lot going
You got a
on
lot of
over there.
vets in the building that have been in the
Yes.
business for years.
Yes.
So they can, really help you and inspire you, to transpire from year to year, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. And if you want to be a part of our team, I know you have a flyer coming up. We have boots available. We're doing specials for boots right now. We've been in business 16 years, and actually, if you're interested in it, you can contact me at 504-352-4963 or hit me on social media, Spice Divas Kree, Spice Divas Beauty Bar, and Messenger. They're gonna right there. There we go. So you can hit me up if you're interested. Again, 16 years, and we looking for you.
That's right. That's right.
Right,
I'll tell
right.
you what else we got going on.
Uh-huh.
We got the Ladies Night Cruise going on in December, y'all. The cabins are filling up, y'all.
Yes.
I'm more than halfway booked on cabins right now.
Okay.
So
Oh, good.
and you got limited time to get your deposit in to hold your spot. Okay.
Yes.
Once that time passed, the prices do go up, you guys.
Uh-huh.
When you go on the supplier website, all that date, those prices have went up about $10 to $20.
Right.
So look.
So what's the actual deadline that they have to put their deposit?
The actual deadline is July 10th. So you have July 10th to put your deposit down.
Okay.
First payments due in August. So you
Okay.
might as well just, double back real quick to make sure you get your spot. Because the sooner the better, right?
The sooner the better.
The
And we
sooner
want
the
this cruise
better.
to be epic. We're excited about this cruise. We want it to be epic. And then you can see, like, if you do a regular cabin, I can't see it from here, but I know it's like $4 something or something.
Yes, you have 3 cabins. You have the interior cabin, that's $400 per person. This is based on double occupancy. So each person is $404.
Okay.
You have an ocean view cabin, which is like 5 something, and then you have the balcony view, which is $644. Or
Okay.
$600 something dollars. So
Yeah.
just pay attention. July 10th, get your deposit in and lock your spot down.
Yeah, yeah, because it's gonna be nice, and that's what we're talking about in this episode, the 6-month mark, because
Right.
like that's 6 months away.
6 months away, and it's gonna be a celebration.
Yeah.
It's the end of the year for us. You know,
Yeah.
we've started and accomplished a lot of things this year, so we just ready to celebrate and just congratulate all the ladies on all their accomplishments this year.
And guess what? You can bring your man too.
You can bring your man too. Yeah, bring your man. Let him celebrate the accomplishments with you. That's right. Bring your man. It's okay.
So if you don't want to be with a lady you don't want to bring your girlfriend, you can bring your significant other.
That's right.
So we welcome everybody on this ladies' night cruise. That's going to be epic. We speaking it now. It's going to be epic.
That's
It's
right.
going to be phenomenal, and it's something that's going to be talked about, just like the one in 2019. It blew my mind, all the people that came out and everything. So we want y'all to definitely come on and be a part of that. We was thinking about that. We may have vendors. We wasn't right. We didn't kind of like put that down yet.
Yes, but if you do have a business or products that you want to get out to the public, this will be a great time. Very private, exclusive venue to get your shine on.
Yeah.
So look,
And then we have a limited space. So if you really want to be a vendor on our ladies' night cruise, which is December the 11th through the 16th, correct?
right.
If you want to be a vendor, let us know. Let us know now, because we're gonna have limited spots. Everybody not gonna be able to do it. So I know Spice Diva is gonna be a vendor. So if you want to be a vendor, we definitely want you to be a part of that. We have a few other shout outs. I want to say thank you to some of our sponsors. Thank you,
right.
Dr. Kendra, for
right.
sponsoring us, always supporting. We have to plug you all the time because you support us to the limit. You not only just support Redlip Talk Podcast, but you support Spice Divas Beauty Bar. Shout out to Dr. Smith, who's always supporting Spice Divas Beauty Bar in a silence, like a silent supporter. Not only just that, always supporting all type of stylists and being a great mentor to them. Thank you for Miss Vanessa who came on the show.
That's right.
She actually bought some spots for our commercials for our show.
Awesome.
So thank you, Miss Vanessa, for being a sponsor. Not a sponsor, but just putting anything toward Spice Divas. Anybody not Spice Divas, Redlip Talk Podcast. Anybody that have donated to this podcast, who came on, took your time, we really do appreciate you.
That's right.
You have some more shout outs, I know.
Speaking of events, y'all know we got Essence coming up next week. Well, next week and this weekend. So it's starting this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, and a couple of our special guests are going to be hosting events during that weekend. So we want to say shout out to Mimi at Silk Me Kids.
Mimi.
She has I think she says her ninth annual Small Business Expo, which is featuring Amber Ward, Nola Brader.
Okay. Who was just on here. Yeah, we got the heavy hitters coming on this show,
and another local lady that I follow, but Queendom Aesthetics, and she has become really big here in the area. So shout out to you ladies. We know it's going to be a great event, and you guys are going to do well. Yeah. So, we just looking forward for you to have all the support.
We're so proud of you, Mimi, Silk Me Kids. We're proud of you to see, people in New Orleans making moves, making brands. And I love the way you post the way before you said my venue, everything is all fully paid for and everything prior to, I want to say about maybe 60 days before the actual event. So, and I know that's, I do events all the time, so I know that's a hard accomplishment to get it done, but you got it done. We are so proud of you and everything that you're doing to be a young African-American entrepreneur and a stylist. We thank you for that. You have a great, amazing team.
That's right.
And we thank you guys for that. And one more other shout out I see on our mentions. We have the gala, Crown Me Scholarship Gala, which was put in September of 2023 with Danielle Black, who was on our show. I want to say about two weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Gave some amazing. Y'all need to see
tips.
That episode.
Y'all need to replay that.
Yes. Y'all need to see that because it's really helping women. With our mental, with our dating, our self-esteem,
and also captivating the younger ladies. And I feel like the earlier the better. The earlier the better, because even if you have mishaps or whatever's going on in your life, you can have that to go back to. And so that's the biggest thing. Being mentors and supporting our youth, because they're our future, right? Our future lady bosses.
And mentioning the youth and stuff, we have the youth program with the marriage program. Some stylists may not know about it, but it's gonna happen next year. But we have some assistants in our salon who's being a part of that. Shout out to Tyson. He's not here today. Usually helping us with this on today. But shout out to him. He's been amazing help in the salon, painting floors, doing everything. So it's a great program. It's a marriage program, the marriage control program to support the youth. And I want to say too, before we shout out to Shannon. So I want to say shout out to you because you placed 1,019 youths in the city of New Orleans, throughout the city, in Jefferson, whatever.
In different businesses.
Girl.
Okay.
Shout out to you.
Congratulations. That's right.
Congratulations. I know a few of them. I know Dr. Kendra have some.
Okay.
Maybe about 3 of them. I referred a lot of the people I knew as far as businesses, so they can help the youth and stuff. And and if you don't know about it, it's the mayor's program. You might see it come up through Job
Is it through
One.
Job One?
Through
Okay.
Job One, and they paid them up to like $15 or $16 an
That
hour.
is really great. Most of the people working jobs for years ain't making that much money. So, it's a really good program to help keep them off the streets,
Yes.
and something positive, and so they can learn new skills, entrepreneurship, that's the biggest thing right now, So, hey, congratulations and thank you for supporting our youth here in New Orleans.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're gonna go
got
to
one
our
more
next
mention, huh?
one more mention.
We
Okay,
gonna
we'll
do
be.
Bart- Bart-
Oh, I forgot about my baby.
Yeah, don't be talking about you.
I'm about
Don't
to
forget
say,
about him.
I know, right?
Our young king.
Yeah, we talking about young men. You just were saying young people.
Yeah.
So look, we need y'all to go and support my boy Brock Booger Bryant. Brock Booger Bryant. He's a center, plays the center position on a varsity team of John Curtis High School. And I gotta tell you something that was mentioned. I'll tell you that later. But make sure that you go and support him. He has a goal of $700 each. Who's not out here doing what everybody else is doing? I say that. One person mentioned. My family told me, somebody mentioned and said, girl, maybe people don't think that's a priority because she's paying enough for his school and they should provide all that, right? So no matter how much you pay for your child's education is a choice, right? Sona, and a curricular activity, right? Is that the right word?
Right. Extracurriculum.
Extracurriculum activity.
Right.
It doesn't go into actual paying for the child's education. And to support him now, Dr. Smith even said, we better support our superstar now. You
Right.
want to support your kids now. You want to support Seth now in whatever he do. He plays football too.
He does play football
Yeah.
at Franklin. This is his last year. He's a senior. So
Yes.
he's coming out strong this year.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about it too more because I might cry again.
Don't
but
cry.
That's my baby, my
Yes.
day one.
Yes.
And, he's a young man now. And, we going through it. Not in a bad way, in a good way. We transitioning. And so, shout out to Brock. Shout out to Seth, because we know the road is not easy that you guys are traveling, but we believe in you, and we know that there's so much that you are going to accomplish in your future, and your moms are so proud.
Yes, we are. And then I'm gonna hit it again. I know we always talk about it, maybe cliche, but it's hard as single black women or single women period. I'm not just gonna say black, but single women period, to raise these young men, because when they get into that manhood stage, you went through that already with the 13 going on 14. I'm going into it now where the fact, Brock think he's the man of the house, so I have to watch some stuff, because he think he's the man of the house
And
now.
honestly, though, Chriselle, I've gone through that myself.
Yeah.
Just like we talk about, being a young woman and transitioning into that, little girl to a young womanhood. There are things that you are already aspiring to be in your life, and so you take on those characteristics. You're gonna take on those roles, especially if that's what we are instilling in them.
Yeah.
We're instilling in them to, take up that responsibility and those leadership roles, because we are building leaders,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
not just for their homes but for their communities, for the world. You know what I'm saying? We no limit on what they're going to accomplish.
Yeah.
So we have to also understand it, because we women, we may not understand what their process is, but this is what we are instilling in them. Now we do got to lay down the boundaries. I'm the adult, you are still the
Because sometimes,
child.
like them being the men, being a male, they think you have to check them a little. Like,
Yeah.
I am your mama.
I'm your mother. Although I am a woman,
Yes,
I'm your mother. I'm your
Yes,
mother.
yes.
So yes, you have to lay down the boundaries, but that's what communication is for.
Yeah.
And you don't want to just shut them out of that role. You want them, yes, I want you to be this, but look,
Yeah.
this is our relationship boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I have learned with Seth, on how to deal with that little transition.
Yeah, that transition is hard, boy. It's hard. Going into 13, going into 14, but support support our boys. Support our boys.
That's
I mean,
right.
Stat will be a senior. We're gonna have to hook him up a flyer because that costs a lot.
Yes.
Him graduating and stuff,
Yes.
and support us in any way as being. And I'm proud of them because not just a cliche. Some of the stuff I hear, they just had a little 18-year-old in Littlewood that got murdered. You know what I mean? So these are young boys that we're losing in this times,
record
in these
numbers.
times record numbers. So anybody that's doing something positive or whatever, you should want to support them. And then the person who did say that lost their kid, you know what I mean, and have one that's incarcerated. So you should have been the first one trying to say, I'm going to donate. But the amazing part of it, I don't know if they put the link up. I just really start promoting it. So I want to thank everybody who really did give a donation to Ward Brock and support me in any way. I know, any means necessary. He going to have the $700.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, thank y'all. I did have a link. I don't know if Mike showed the link because I wanted to say something right quick on that link. If it comes up, yeah. Okay. So he's gonna put it in the description so that everybody can see the link. But on that link,
Mike
Sona,
be handling business.
yeah, he do. That's our productions when I say Mike. But in that 700, I just put it up, and he's at I think 475.
That is awesome.
Yes, and he's looking at it.
Yeah, people
He's
believe in
looking
him, and
at
this is
it.
how we teach them to give back to their community. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We pour into them, and we teach them to pour into other people. By example, not by
example.
words.
By example, and I'm a big believer in you manifest what you want. So we're gonna go to break, right? Did we get
Yes.
all our mentions? Yes,
believe
we
we
got all
did.
our mentions. Scholarship, Brock, Ladies Night, Get Glammed Up by Keyshawn, Small Business Expo. I think we got it all.
We got it all.
So we're gonna send y'all off, right?
Yes, Redlip Talk Podcast.
Mwah!
Spice Divas, Sona's Charm, Redlip Talk. Spice Divas, Sona's Charm, Redlip Talk, Redlip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Redlip Talk Podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Redlip Talk Podcast.
Mwah!
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
Hello, everyone. This is Vanessa J. Ross, and the Good Samaritan Ministries family invites you to our first annual Empowering Our Youth program, which will be held July the 8th, 2023, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Location, 2010 Woodmere Boulevard, Suite J, Harvey, Louisiana. And it is hosted by none other than myself, Vanessa J. Ross. So come on out and support us. Vendors are welcome. Contact Vanessa J. Ross, 504-413-0496. God bless.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Spice Divas, Sona's Sona's Charm. Red Lip Talk. Red Lip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Welcome back to Red Lip Talk Podcast with your girl Spice Divas Kree, the marketing diva.
And Sona's Charm.
Yes, so we're back, Sona, and we got segment 2,
Yes,
right?
right.
And welcome back to episode 20 of Red Lip Talk Podcast, the 2-0. The 2-0.
6 months, 2-0. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So 6 months to a checkup. We're doing a 6-month checkup goal. And we got some things that we want to talk about. I know. Did you mention you got a hot topic you wanted to mention?
Well, we were speaking of the youth,
Okay.
leaving out last. And then Marseille Martin, I believe that's how you say her name, Marseille. She was the little girl from the show Blackish. I don't know if you ever watched that show before,
Yes.
but Blackish. Well, she's a young woman now, okay, and she has actually earned a Guinness World Record for the youngest Hollywood executive producer.
Wow.
So these are the things, we want to see coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, wow.
Yes.
That's a face little saint can say, oh, I can aspire to be her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a lot of those aspirations or people I could look to in that way, but so it's really good to see those faces. That's right, positive, for our little kids, and say I could be anything, right? I can be anything.
18 years old.
I could do anything.
Executive producer.
That's right, youngest,
18.
Hollywood.
Wow.
She won it at 14. There you go. There you go. So congratulations to her. And I'm just hearing about it 4 years later.
4 years later.
Yes.
I mean, because sometimes, most of the time, the positive things are not highlighted, but to make you laugh. As we was preparing for the show today, Mike said, "That's the type of people you want, Brock."
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's the type of people you want, Brock.
I don't know why people got away from that. Like sometimes people like, oh, I don't want to be in a business like that. But that's what people used to do. Even if you don't have to choose them, but you want to put them in a room with people like that to connect with on that level. Even if it could inspire them, it could do a lot of things. Even not just talking, romance connections.
Yeah, let's connect people. Let's
but
network.
It's connections. When we're talking about college, people say, oh, you don't need college or whatever like that. I think the biggest thing that I did not get from college were the connections, because people say, oh, I met my husband, we was in college, or whatever the case might be, or, we met these people in college and we became partners. Even if it didn't happen right away, further down the road, I missed those connections from, doing that 4-year, period. So, like, I talk to my son all the time, I'm like, okay, what you want to do? You going to college? What we going to do? What we going to do? Where you going to college at? Because all of that plays a role in it, So
and he's about to be finished.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, let's go forward.
So he's going into the 12th grade this year coming.
This year, that's right. That's right. And
but don't stress out about it too much, because that's how we was with Bree. Like going into that 12th, that senior year, going into the senior year, you people like, you were supposed to prepare 11th grade. They was pushing me.
I'm not stressed out like that.
Yeah, they were pushing me, and guess what? Everything worked out.
Yes,
how it was gonna work out.
I'm not. I'm the oldest of 6 kids. I was the first one to go to college, and I mean, at that time, neither one of my parents had actually went to college. Like, well, no, I'm lying. My mom did go to Holy Cross.
Okay.
But after that, she went to Sona and she finished at Sona.
Okay.
So, but just going through that process and getting through it, and so I'm fully aware. Okay, this is where we need to be. But I also realized, like, I made my own decisions. So whatever happened, those were my responses from the decisions that I made. So I'm telling my son, you making your own decisions.
Yes.
If you don't like the outcome, well, you made these decisions. I'm just here to guide you and say, this is the route that you need to be taking. Now, you could take these routes or not. It's your life. I'm gonna back you up. You know what I'm saying? But that's your life.
I was saying, like, even with our 6-month checkup goal, we can even apply that sometimes with our kids.
Absolutely.
Because you going into the 2024, it's gonna be here, y'all, like this. So I think preparation is the key to success. And sometimes we don't often prepare. I know for me, I have some some things that I want to target before the new year comes in for 2024, and that's what made me pop and think about that, because like, what are we doing in the month of June? June is going out. We about to hit July. You know, and what are we doing to prepare so we don't be in the same position that we are now? And I was listening to, I know we have some highlights on some steps that you know you can actually do to help you prepare for the next part of your life, and I think we're going to get into that in the next segment. But I was listening to my favorite guy I always listen to, and it talked about trusting the process. Okay, and it talked about effort.
Yeah.
Making effort.
Yes.
Having effort. If we don't make effort
That's
towards
right.
something, nobody else will make effort toward us. And it was something that he shared that I'll share with everybody now, and I'll share it at the end. He said, if you take yourself and put yourself on a 21-day accountability thing, it may be something that you want to change in your life or something that you want to do in your life, but you put yourself on a 21-day accountability thing. Trust the process. Don't be like I did that 50 Cent challenge, 21 days. So 21 days I want to work out. 21 days I want to be financially in 21 days. 21 days I want to stop doing this. I want to stop drinking. I want to stop smoking. I want to stop 21 days. But if you break in them 21 days, you start over.
Yeah, you have to have intentions. You have to have intentions, you know, for your future.
Yeah.
So when you have intentions, you make effort towards those intentions to say, this is my intention to not do this, so I'm going to make an effort. You know, I'm going to make a choice, a conscious choice to make sure that I do or don't do what I'm trying to get to. Okay, so that's what we're getting at right now. You've had 6 months. You know, are you reaching that goal? Okay.
Did you just take your resolution or whatever you had and just push it to the side and you're doing the same thing you did last year? We want to hold you accountable. I'm holding myself accountable.
That's right.
This is, I don't even want to say get an accountability partner, because nobody holds yourself more accountable than you. Because you know your darkest secrets.
Yes.
You know what you not going to do and what you going to do. You going in this 21-day challenge that we are challenging you to do. 21 days. Some people say, okay, well, that's 365 days of the year. This is what I heard him say. I'm repeating what I heard ET say. Some people say they have 365 days within a year. But if you can't get 21 down pat, how you gonna get 365 day pack? If there's things you need to be doing in good health, you know you ain't supposed to be eating that fried chicken.
Right.
You know you're not supposed to be eating that bacon.
Right.
You know you're not supposed to be smoking. You know you're not supposed to be doing all these things. Hold yourself accountable just for 21 days. If you skip, go back and start again. If you get to 17 days and you slip, you start your 21-day back.
Over.
So he said if you could do 21 days, then you could do 30 days. If you could do 30 days, then you could do 60 days. If you do 60 days, you can do 90 days.
So you building.
And we challenge y'all to join this process, because I'm going to do it myself.
That's one of the things when I was researching up, you know, we at the 6 month mark, you know, what are the steps you take to end the year the way you wanted it to end? It's time management. So like you putting a time on that, 21 days, that's the time. And that's very important. Time is very important when you're talking about accomplishing goals. You know what I'm saying? Because you could say, well, I want to do this. You think you got infinity to do it?
No.
There you go. So you have to put time on what it is that you're trying to accomplish so that you can have accountability for something. You were supposed to do this in 5 days. Did you do it in 5 days or 3? Or did you need 2 more extra days? Because knowing that, that's how you're going to set yourself up for your next goal. You know what I'm saying? So that's a very good point to bring up, that, you know, you need to establish time.
I do this thing. I send it to my auntie, and she's not my accountability partner, but I know that her heart is genuine toward anything that I do. So I do this thing with her where I text all the list of things, and sometimes when I don't do it in months, I slip on everything that I got to do.
Absolutely.
So I do this thing with her where I text everything I want to get done in that month or the month after, and whatever I don't accomplish, I push that to the next month. And it's a system that's been helping me, because I'm not good with time. So it holds me accountable. I'm serious. I gotta be honest.
All black folks good with time.
I'm getting better though.
We getting better.
I'm getting better.
Okay.
But I know my weakness.
Yeah.
I know my flaws. You know, the guy ET say he don't like using bad words. He's like, trust the process. In this process, you're gonna find out your weakness, not necessarily your strengths and your not so strong points.
Right.
You
That's
know,
good. I
your
like
strengths and your not so strong points. So in that process, you will find out that, and I know what mine is. I know what I have to. Because I was spoiled as a child. My grandma spoiled me, so I got what I wanted. So when I don't get something, I'll be like, "What's going on? I need to get this, Lord. I need you to get it. So you don't be getting like this. So I'm like, what's going on in my life, Lord? Why you not giving me what I need?"
I do feel like that sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. You get to that point, you feel like I'm putting in the work. I'm doing that. But it's your process. I also recognize when those things don't go my way, I have to backtrack. Like, why didn't this go? And you get to the bottom of it. And that's what we want to do. We want to get to the bottom of what is causing us not to go the way we want to go, right? So
I'll be a millionaire by now. I know it's coming.
It's coming, girl.
But I thought I would be a millionaire by now. I know, like he told me, retire at 40. I retired. I retired from, working for somebody. I retired at 40, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna push the salon full time. And but what came to me this morning was, if you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. What are we doing to change our results? We gotta make decisions. We gotta make choices. We gotta make these hard decisions and choices so we can change the results of what we getting. And he told me, change. You gotta do something.
What are one of the biggest things you feel like you have to change to get to your end goal?
Well, for me is being more strategic as far as my finances. Like, I can't have everything I want. And that's my reality. I can't have everything. I want what I want. Okay? You know what I mean? Until I'm like, God, this is what probably my era and stuff came in. When I was a child, my grandmother and my mom got me whatever I wanted. And I thought I was rich and I was poor. Okay? So I always had the finer things that they gave me. And I thought I was rich, but I was poor. I was living in a night where, medallions and all that stuff was with. I wanted what I wanted. My grandma and my mom made sure I got it, right? So in that term, that made me think, well, Chriselle, you can get anything you want in life. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
Because you can't have anything you want
right,
in life.
But you got to scale back at times.
And you have to put in effort, right? To get those things.
Right.
So you had your mom and your grandmother, so you probably have to put in much effort, to get it. But now you your own woman.
Yeah.
And now to get what you want, you got to put in your effort.
I gotta put in my effort, yo. And my grandmother and my grandmother mostly, they held you at a higher standard. Like, my grandmother didn't finish school, so she used to tell me, you're gonna finish school. You're gonna, I used to read her mail to her. So that made me push to get my master's degree because she was not literate enough, to do that. So I was like, well, Chriselle, you have to do this. Even when she left, I got to get my degrees for my grandma.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That was your inspiration.
That was my inspiration. So to answer your question, what made me, what I feel like I have to do, I have to change that financial, I got to get more financial literate. And that's taking a class that we talked about. I'm going to sit down and actually do it.
And who are we taking that class with? One of our special guests?
Yes,
that's right.
Yes, Miss Dr. Karen, I'm saying doctor, but Karen Morris.
That's right.
Miss Karen Morris, I have to finish that and do that because to learn, if say tomorrow, if you're not financial literate, or if you want something that you want God to give you something, or you want something and you can't be able to handle it, he said, you got to know how to handle this. If I give you $1 million, somebody comes there and say, I'm going to donate. Girl, here go 500,000. I need you to make this $1 million for me.
You got to know what to do.
I got to know what to do. make it.
Another thing I found out researching our 6-month checkup is don't be afraid to ask someone for information. You got somewhere you're trying to go, you don't know what to do. The only way you're going to get there is you ask somebody who's going there or have been there. You know what I'm saying? For help. And I find that a lot of times we don't want to do that. We don't want to ask people for information. We don't want to seem like we're not on a level.
Right.
We don't want to, it's so much. I don't want to say competition because
It is.
but
It is.
you just feel like, oh, I could find this out on my own.
Yeah.
But why would you make it harder on yourself on your own if you can have assistance and get into where you're trying to be?
Why would you try to make it on your own and do it on your own if somebody already been down that path for you?
That's right.
That doesn't make sense. There was another thing. We had a meeting on Friday. A meeting on Friday, and it was something that Dr. Jones, the owner of the network, it's something that he said that stuck with me because we always talk about that 80-10-10 rule. 80% live off 80, 10 tithe 10, and save 10. But he gave another one that was real good. That's what really made me want to go through this financial literacy and learn. He gave you live off 70%, you invest 10%, right, of what you make. I don't care if it's little money. 10%, you tithe 10%, right, and you save 10%.
Okay.
So I like that.
Invest 10%, tithe 10%,
and save 10%.
That's a good method.
That's a good method. That's a good method. And I often say, like, Lord, you put me in a realm of people who are financially literate because that's something that I want to learn.
That's right.
So I don't know everything. I might have some things that they might need, like as far as marketing, budget, this and that. You may have some things that I may need. We don't know everything.
We don't know everything. But look what you said. God put you in a room with people, so he's giving you what you want. He's giving you what you asking for.
Yes.
Okay. So just because he ain't saying, oh, here, I'm going to just throw $1 million in your lap, but I'm going to give you people that's going to show you how to get this million. I'm going to give you the resources. I'm going to give it to you.
Yes.
So we have to also recognize and be thankful for those opportunities to be in the room with people who can help us get us where we want to be.
Yes. So in the midst of that 21-day process, 21-day challenge that we're challenging you guys to do this 21-day challenge. I think are we going to break or?
Yeah, we could go to break because then we're going to get into actual steps of how to get through the next 6 months to your end goal.
Yes. So we're giving you knowledge. So you got to come back. We want y'all to stay tuned to Redlip Talk Podcast. Mwah.
Spice Divas. Sona's Charm. Redlip Talk. Redlip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Bethesda House of Prayer. Bethesda is a church for non-traditional worshipers, a church designed for those who love God's Word. Would you like to attend a church where believers and non-believers can choose to worship together? A church where cultural differences does not get in the way of God's message. We invite you to be our special guest. Our services begin 9 a.m. on Sunday, located at 7601 West Bank Expressway, Suite B, Marrero, Louisiana. For more information, contact us at 504-348-0132.
Hello, everyone. This day is declared National Still Body Day. People, it is here. It has arrived.
We have 2,500 bottles of this formula that's designed to give you what you need in terms of health, happiness, and healing. People have testimonies already. People have been serviced already. And now we want you to be a part of this blessed experience. Give us a call at 416-5256. Give us a call at 237-4000. And we have a bottle for you. And trust me, this will be the best investment you ever made for your body. You heard it from the truth, the whole truth, Dr. Truth, Dr. Kendra, Baby Truth. Now be blessed.
Here at Jones Insurance, your full-service agency, let us take care of all your insurance needs. We provide homeowners insurance, flood, rental, commercial, auto, and life insurance. Don't let the unexpected tragedy destroy your family's future. Here at Jones Insurance, 7603 West Bank Expressway, Monroe, Louisiana, 772. Contact Lois at 504-348-1492.
Spice Divas, Sona's Charm, Redlip Talk, Redlip Talk,
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Redlip Talk. We live.
Oh, we live. And I'm fixing my phone. Hold on,
Is
y'all.
my mic on? Yes, it is. I can hear it now.
Yeah, we live. We live. Welcome back to Redlip Talk Podcast with your girl, Spice Divas.
And Sona's Charm.
Yeah. Sona, we getting into these steps, right? Because we had our, 6 mark?
Yeah, 6-month mark.
Since 6-month mark.
That's right.
Yes. So I was pulling up some stuff that I had on my phone and getting off my live, y'all. I'm not going to be distracted like this next time. I just wanted to see how it's going to go. You know, to go on live. To go on live while we live.
Right.
You know? Go on live while we live. So what you have some six steps?
Yeah, so the first thing is identify your goals.
Okay.
So whatever those goals are, financial, spiritual, health-wise, parent rearing, I don't know. Whatever those goals are,
Yeah.
okay, you want to specifically identify them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to be specific because we want to be purposeful. We want to have intention, it's because we want to be able to give that effort, right, to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So then once you identify the goals, then you want to prioritize. Some things you might could do later at the end of the year or the later time period. But the things that are most important to you, you want to put those first.
Okay.
And when you do, you want to, like we say, we want to add time. So we want to say, by this time, I want to be doing this.
Like a target date.
Yeah. Time management, because that's what's going to help you achieve the goals. You only have 6 more months.
Yeah.
You want to try to put as much effort, focus as much effort, okay, in the 6 months that you can. So you want to give yourself time so that you can be intentional on every day I'm going to work on my business 1 hour. Every day I'm going to work out for 30 minutes. Every day, every morning, every night, I'm going to pray. You know what I'm saying? You want to have a time, a schedule. You want to put yourself on a routine so that it's like clockwork, that every day you're working on these specific goals.
Okay. I like that. I
All
like
right.
that. What's our next one?
You want to focus on the execution, right? Because that's what we're doing. So this is where the effort, a lot of our effort come in. How are we executing our goals? What is our plan? More like, what's your plan to get to your goal? Pretty much, that's what that
Going
is.
to training or
That's right.
What are you doing to get this
If
goal
you
done?
have to move some money, if you're going to save money, where you going to cut the money?
Yeah,
What's
I like
the
that.
plan?
I like
What's
that.
the plan? Okay. And so then you want to measure your progress. So if you gave yourself 10 days to do something, at the end of those 10 days, you want to see if you accomplished it or not. And if you didn't accomplish it, you want to adjust. You want to say, well, I didn't make my goal by doing this. So how can I
make my goal?
Push myself. What else can I do to get myself to the next level?
Yeah.
And then after you make your adjustments and you can figure out, okay, this is how much time I need. This is how much effort I need. At some point, you're going to get to that goal.
Yeah.
And we're saying at some point, but by the end of the 6 months, we want you to have reached your goals that you set for the end of the year. And so then it's really time to just enjoy the win.
Yes.
Right? To say, I accomplished this. I made it. Thank you. I'm grateful. And guess what? Plan for the new year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'll be if you do these steps or this process, you'll be ahead of the game of the people in 2024. Going into 2024, you'll be ahead of the game. You'll be able to finish some of these stuff, and you're not going to drag what you were supposed to do in 2023
into
2024.
That's right. And you already have a routine.
Yeah.
You know what you're capable of. Like you said, what your strengths and what you're not so strong in.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to build on that. You're going to be able to already say, okay, I know going this year, this is how I'm going to maneuver differently. You know.
I challenge everybody to do a 3-day, do 3 things that you want to accomplish before they're 6 months out.
Okay.
3 things. So that way, I like dealing in numbers because it. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm not a. Well, I was good at math when I was young. Maybe that's probably what it is. Because I operate better in numbers. You know.
But 3 is a good number. It's completion.
Yes. Yes. So you do 3. Think of 3 things that you want to accomplish before they're 6 months out. And hold yourself accountable. You heard the steps. The first step: identify the goals that you wanna do. By keeping the end goal in mind. So what do you want to do? Sona gave y'all some tips. I'm saying if you want to be a good parent, if you want to be a good spouse, if you want to push your marriage, if you want to accomplish your husband or accomplish your wife, your 6-month goal. I'm getting engaged by December.
Ooh wee.
That's my goal.
You didn't apply some pressure.
Pressure.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun,
gonna be
dun.
engaged by
How
December.
this song go? Dun, dun, dun. You applying pressure, huh? Pressure.
My goal is to be married in 2024.
Pressure.
You know what I mean? It's not meant for us to be by ourselves doing this stuff by
You know,
ourselves.
it's not meant for. We're God said it's not good for man to be alone.
Yeah.
So you absolutely right, and I've read in numerous books and articles that people that sleep together at night live longer.
Right.
So I want to live longer, and I want you to live longer. So yeah.
And I just don't want to sleep at night when I come by you. I want to sleep every night.
Well, there you go. That's her goal.
Now,
She
that's
said
the T.
she said engaged. You said engaged or married? Engaged. Engaged by
Married
December.
in 2024, baby. That is my goal.
They should go.
Y'all going that's my goals, okay?
All
that's my
right.
goals. I got some other goals
Go
too,
ahead,
but
girl.
I got
you had
3
to drop
things.
that.
I had to just drop that nugget.
Ooh, wee.
So wait. So my second goal is to save a certain type amount of money by the end of the year, going into the next year. I have not put that number down yet.
Okay.
But I need to put that number down.
You do.
Okay. My third goal is to make sure I'm healthy in every way. But I can't say that, but I just want to be physically fit. You know, in that way, that's my 3 things. You know, I try to be as close as I can to God. I listen, you know, and stuff like that. But those are the 3 things I really want to focus on because I'm ready for a helpmate, and somebody to be my priest, my protector, and my provider over me, and I'll be able to add to them. But I'm ready for that, and that's the 3 goals I want for my life.
I love
Yeah,
that.
because by the end, I want to be able to purchase something another something I want to do, and if I get that financial thing going, that'll be my 3 goals. Yeah. So what 3 goals you got?
My
thinking?
3 goals, okay. My number 1 goal is to, I want to have a spouse, but I decided to focus more on me.
Okay.
So I want to get me together. Like I want to be all the things that I want my spouse to be for myself.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
So, you know, if he comes along during that process, then great.
Yeah.
You know, but if he doesn't, then I'm going to focus on what my future is going to look like single. So one of those things is, you know, of course, finances. Like everybody want to have better finances, but you know, I want to put myself in a home purchasing position.
Yeah.
So I had set up myself a goal for this year, but you know, I'm making different transitions.
Yeah. I mean, you still got 6 months.
Yeah, I still got 6 months.
You can change up stuff in 3 months.
There you go.
Okay.
So the main goal was to be able to purchase a home at the end of the year. So that's what I'm really focusing on, you know, centering myself around that. The second goal is investment. So, you know, like you said, getting with Miss Karen on investment because I know that, you know, I can things that I could do that can make, you know, money, cash on hand accessible to me. So I want to go ahead and move forward with that so that I can take that money and invest into my business. Because, you know, I want to take up some more skills, different skills to put me in a different arena, you know, in the beauty industry. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm actually also thinking about going back to school. So, yeah, nobody knew that because I'm like, going back and forth. But I believe that's where I'm headed. I'm going
love
back
it,
to
Sona.
school.
I
so,
love it. Oh,
yes.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. See, we got good stuff. What are your 3 goals?
That's right.
What are 3 things that you want to do before the 6-month period? Join us. Join
us.
Join us in this 6-month checkup. We're excited about this 6-month checkup. And I had a few things. I did a few research, but I'm just gonna say mine. They said your 6 months. You write them down, and we got our 3 goals, so we gotta write them down.
That's right.
And make them realistic.
Ooh wee. So maybe we should have like a vision board party.
We should, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe, we need to do that, huh? A vision board party. Make them because most people do vision board parties in January.
Right, but we at a 6, so we need to look at our vision that we had in January and compare it and say, okay, what is the vision for the rest of the year?
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm thinking and don't worry about the numbers. Whoever come, who don't come.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, this and that. We could just send it out and have people invite. Maybe we could use this studio.
I also want us to get on our journaling challenge with
she did
Sherelle.
message me.
So
Sherelle, we're sorry. I've been real busy, but she did message me about where's the flyer? We need to get this going.
That's right, because that's going to help us write that down. Right,
yeah,
our 6 month end of the year 6-month challenge. So we're going to be intentional. We're going to put forth effort.
Yes,
we're going to make our goals realistic. So we're writing them down.
Okay. So make your goal. Make them realistic. Number 3, post them in a obvious place.
Frame that vision board.
Vision board.
There you go.
Now, I have a vision board I did, maybe 4 years ago, and stuff that manifested on there that I did at Lakita Brooks, and her vision board party. Shout out to Lakita. I've been begging her to do another one. She said, you do it. So it says find a partner.
Okay.
They said it is always more fun and successful when sharing the journey when you are struggling. You can encourage each other.
That's right.
All right.
Shout out to Queen's Collection. We did a vision board, just me and her, at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
So when I do mine for my 6 month, that's the one I'm going to bring.
Yeah.
Okay. So Queen Collection, you bring your vision board.
Bring your vision board, Didi. I love it. And number 4, we say find a partner. Number 5, it's a journey. So view this as a journey of self-discovery. If you happen to slip, use it as a learning experience.
That's right.
And we said that. If you even with the 21 day, if you slip, start over again.
Yeah.
Right?
Or if you don't make the goal, make the adjustment.
Right.
There you go.
On a good day, what was it that provided the motivation for success?
That's right. And that's what you keep in mind. Like you always say, what's your whys?
Yeah.
You always want to have in mind your whys. Why am I doing this?
Why are we doing this? Why we
intention.
need this? Our intention is we want to set up a better life for our kids, our family, and everything. And number 6, it says get professional advice.
I say that all the time. That's the number one tax write-off. Education, okay? Advice. Ask for help.
Get
those
professional
things, okay?
advice.
That's right.
It says that if you have not exercised in a while, don't just jump into it. If you have been experiencing soreness and stiffness, don't just assume exercise will loosen you up. It may be the signs of underlying degenerative changes. I don't know why they said that, but they say get professional advice at the end. I'm thinking they're saying just don't jump in there and exercise. Get your trainer. I don't know. Get somebody that have more advice as to what you should be doing.
I did read that mental hygiene. So exercising is a way to get into mental hygiene, and you want mental clarity when you're trying to focus on your goals and centering yourself in a way we know that gives you mental clarity to move forward. Because when you're clouded and you got chaos going on the inside, you it's hard to settle down and get a routine going on. Yeah. So that part, the physical part, is going to help you exercise everything else.
Yeah.
And I guess not exercise. I guess get it out. What's the term they use when it's like exorcism? Going
Exorcism. Get it out.
We gonna get it out,
Get it
you.
out.
Whatever it needs to come out, it gotta come out. So go ahead and get that good workout in. Take a walk, do some yoga, beginner yoga. You know, whatever it is you have to do.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, but I only worked out 2 days last week, and I could feel the difference in my body. I could feel the difference in my mental. But I will hit the gym today. I'm pushing myself today. But we want you to take this 6-month checkup and apply it to your life. We gave you a lot of things and a lot of tips. I don't know if we're going into break, and then we're gonna come back with our takeaways.
That's right.
And maybe a recap on what you should be doing for your 6-month checkup. Thank you again for tuning in. Stay tuned. Do not go nowhere. We'll be back with the takeaways and some more highlights. It's your girl Spice Divas, the marketing diva,
Sona's Charm.
Redlip Talk
Podcast.
Mwah.
Spice Divas. Sona's Charm. Redlip Talk. Redlip Talk.
Hello, everyone. This is Vanessa J. Ross, and the Good Samaritan Ministries family invites you to our first annual Empowering Our Youth program, which will be held July the 8th, 2023, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Location, 2010 Woodmere Boulevard, Suite J, Harvey, Louisiana. And it is hosted by none other than myself, Vanessa J. Ross. So come on out and support us. Vendors are welcome. Contact Vanessa J. Ross, 504-413-0496. God bless.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
The wait is over. This is your favorite prophetess Chanel Jones, and I want to introduce to you my new non-traditional podcast called Kingdom Women Speaking, where you can expect a royal discussion amongst queens. Yes, Lord. And you can find me on New Orleans Talk Network. Tune in, world.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Faith Favorite, recruiting coordinator at Cafe Hope. If you're on the West Bank of New Orleans and between the ages of 18 and 23, come join our team. Benefits from learning and earning, getting certifications, life skills, and career training. Cafe Hope is a nonprofit culinary art and life skills program. Let Cafe Hope be the stepping stone to your next career choice. Come visit us, 1151 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Give Big Fav a call, 504-350-1218, or send them an email, marlon@cafehope.org. For more information, visit cafehope.org. Cafe Hope, the next step in life, baby. Hello, somebody.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Welcome back.
Some tea.
Come sit with us and sip some tea. We really need to start having tea in there.
I could have used some woman energy tea today.
I know.
But it's all good.
I'm not a coffee drinker, but you know, sometimes you probably need some coffee. But welcome back to Redlip Talk Podcast. And we are on our 20th episode, and we're talking about a 6-month checkup.
That's right.
For the new year. We having our 6-month, what we could say, Happy New Year's, Happy 6-month year. What we can say,
happy mid-year checkup.
Yeah, happy mid-year checkup. That's a good one. Happy mid-year checkup. You know. So so we have something that we want to mention to you guys today before we get into the takeaways. We have Chic Novel.
Chic Novell
Worldwide presents the 2023 Afro what is that?
Afro Tourism Fashion Show in New Orleans.
Afrofuturism. Look, we both got tongue twister. Afrofuturism. It's like a tongue twister a little bit. Right? 2023 Afrofuturism.
Fashion
show in New Orleans featuring the designers of King Ajane. What's the next one, Sona?
Renee Johnson,
Lexi Williams,
Sinitra Neal, and DeAndre Beverly.
Yes, featuring a performance by the Warrior Tribe, Vanessa and Dion. And guess what, y'all? A performance from them. They were at the I don't know if you caught it, but Miss Vanessa and Dion, they did a performance with the liturgical dance at the Women's of the Year with Dr. Patricia Marshall.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, it was absolutely beautiful. The anointing hit that place so heavy. So they doing actually a warrior tribe. So go and support Miss V. I know many of y'all may know her. She was on our show last week, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so y'all definitely, we need y'all to go support her. Early bird tickets are on sale now. It's Friday, June 30th. In the historic district of Treme at the Treme Center Auditorium, which is 900 Knott Viller Street.
Villery, I think.
Is that Villery? Okay, yeah, Villery. I'm from that side. I know it's not Villery. That's a shame. I've been on the West Bank too long. I've been on
West Bank all my life, and I still knew what that was.
Not Villery Street. Well, you got younger eyes than me.
I used to work around there, though. So
okay. All right. So, North Villery Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70116, and you party around there, too.
I do. Frenchman. Frenchman. You throw it in there. I do.
Too.
That is my spot. That's right.
I've never been to Frenchman. I was supposed to go with y'all.
Man, you're going to have to come with us one night.
Yeah.
I don't know what night that's going to be because, I'm going to stay in. But
you're going to stay in? Yeah. Okay.
We're going to have to get you out there.
When Didi come down, we all can go.
Okay.
Put it like that. And that's going to be probably a minute. So.
Don't be coming back on the show talking about, you made me. I'm really like, I'm not never doing nothing.
I ain't gonna do it. When Didi come down, Didi, shout out to you. We need you to bring me to Frenchman. All right. So let's get back into this. So for tickets, you can contact Miss Vanessa at 504-413-0496 or Wawina. I love Wawina. She's promoting and pushing all type of models and helping people in the actual fashion
agency.
Yeah, following it. And that's the name of her is Chic Novell. I hope we're saying it right. Chic Novell is her actual modeling agent, and they model all over, not just in New Orleans. They be all over. They be in one time I saw them in New York, Las Vegas, out the country. They do shoots all over.
She's really gorgeous. Her and her sisters. They all like 8 feet tall.
They get them good jeans.
No, they just gorgeous.
How y'all get these good jeans? I'm telling you, girl, if I was tall like that, I wouldn't be thick.
I'm telling you, I would be unstoppable.
Ooh, I was tall like that. Yeah. I could keep my weight. Just give me that height.
Just give you the height.
Right. Give me the height. Give me the height. So, contact Miss Vanessa and Wawina. Wawina is 504-228-5332. And to buy tickets online, go to chicnovelworldwide.com. Get your tickets now. This is what we need to do.
Okay,
so they just sent us a text message, and we wanted to say that loud and live on the actual podcast today.
Shout out to you guys.
Yes.
We know it's going to be a complete success.
Yes, we're excited for you. Okay, so I guess we can go with our takeaways. Or do you want to do a highlight? Let's tell them one more thing about the things. I like the goals that you have for the 6-month checkup. Identify your goals. Keep the end goal in mind. Prioritize your goals.
Put the time stamp on it.
Okay. Focus on your execution.
That's right. What's your effort?
Yes. Measure your progress.
Yep.
If you ain't doing good,
make adjustments.
Make an adjustment.
That's right.
And
Enjoy
Lastly, enjoy the win.
Enjoy the win. I'm looking forward. My win. That's right. I'm looking forward to enjoying the win, you guys.
Yes,
like,
me too. Me too.
You know, when I can look back and say I made it through this year.
Yeah.
You know, every year we say that like, ooh, by the skin of my teeth, I got through. But I don't think I've ever had real intentions, like real goals, you know, to say, oh, I'm going to accomplish. Or if I did, like you say, I kind of, things didn't go the way I wanted to go, so I kind of threw it away. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to try to hold on to some of the goals, if not all, or if I have to make new ones. And sometimes you have to. You know, sometimes that's a part of the adjustment, to make a new goal, because maybe you're not set up for the long goal. You know, so you got to get yourself a short-term goal to set yourself up for the long-term goal. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, like the 21 days, like he said.
That's right.
Start at 21. Don't start at, if you have something that you want to accomplish and you doing something toward it, start at 21 days. And if you fall by the wayside, if you eat something that's unhealthy, if you make a bad purchase, a financial purchase, start again at the 21 days. It's never too late to start over. You gotta trust the process. It's never too late. It's never too late to start over.
Right.
21 days leads into 30 days, leads into 60 days, leads into 90 days. And we want to get this all done. I know I'm not the only one, and I know you're not the only one who's going through a 6 month or going through a spot that's a little sticky.
Right.
And in order to get through that sticky spot, we got to do something different.
We do.
You know?
We do.
We got to do something different.
We do. We have to change the habits.
And it's okay.
It is okay. And that's what life is. You're supposed to be growing and changing. You shouldn't be stuck in the same mindset, you know, literally, physically, okay, as well as mentally. Like, you're supposed to be growing, you know, day to day. And if you're not, then you definitely need to make some adjustments. You know, so it's all about the growth at this point.
It's all about the growth. So I guess what's your takeaway? That's your takeaway. What's your takeaway? What you got? Tell them what you got to take away. What we taking away today?
I mean,
so our takeaways.
So yes, it's about the growth. Okay, and I know I talked about me going through my therapy, you know, in that journey, which I have to be honest, I have not been in since January. Okay, so one of the things that I realized,
So have you felt something from
I have felt. Now the good thing about it is that I was able to take the things that I had already learned and really apply it to myself. Like, really say, okay, I know, you know, this is where I'm going. I know this is what I need to do. I know how to set up, you know, these goals for myself and you know, put forth some effort or whatever. But when you get discouraged, you know, and that's one of the things we talk about, mental health and depression and anxiety, you know, the discouragement, you know, you have to come out of that. You know, you have to find a way to fight that part. Okay, and that part is hard. And when you get to that part, you often find yourself, you know, going back to old habits. Because that's familiar to you. It's comforting. You know, so you go back to that, not with the intention of going back to that life, but just comforting yourself. But you know, all you need is a little slide back. And then you just sliding all the way. Okay.
It's almost like a backslider.
So, you know, I realized, you know, part of the therapy process is continuing being consistent with that, so that I don't have those moments of backsliding. Now I was able to catch it. You know, I was able to say, oh, I did this, you know, and not even so to say that was my intentions to do that, but to say, I had in my mind where I wanted to go. What caused me in that moment to change and do the opposite thing? You know, so that's where I need to reach out for the help. You know, and so, you know, of course, along with those goals, you know, being healthy holistically, I want to be healthy mentally. So like you said, it's never too late to start over.
It's never too late.
I haven't forgot the lessons that I learned, but I also want to keep progressing. I don't want to start doing things that make me go back to what I was trying to come out of. So,
and then, Sona, like, you're not alone. You know,
Right.
you're not alone. There's
Right.
so many people that struggle with mental health. There's so many people that struggle with things, but they want to keep it all to themselves, like they got it going on, but they really are suffering in the inside.
And sometimes it's not like they want to keep it to themselves because they have it going on, but they keep it to themselves because they don't know what to do to help themselves. You don't want people, especially if it's people that depend on you, people that look up to you, people that looking forward to seeing you succeed. You don't want to say, well, I might not get there because I'm suffering from these issues. You don't want to disappoint those people. And I know me, I'm a people pleaser. You know, not so much I'll do anything to please you, but I don't like people being in my company that's not congruent to me or not, happy to be in my company. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy to be in your company.
There you go. So,
and I'm gonna give you all of me.
That's right.
And I'm supposed to get that in return.
In return.
But if you're not giving me that, I really don't need you in my company.
There you
right?
go. There you go.
I like that.
So, they keep it inside, including myself. Like, we don't tell people what we're dealing with, So, I also think it's part of being an introvert. Some people just, are closed in. They're just like that, And a part of the therapy process, that's the biggest part, reaching out for help. We talked about that. Professional advice.
Yeah, so professional advice. Yeah, that's
professional
one of
advice.
That's the last number 6.
Yeah.
Get professional advice.
Professional advice. And so, therapy has not only helped me in my personal life, but it's helped me in my business life. It's helped me to even be on this platform, And so that's the part that people don't understand. Sometimes holding it in, you're hindering yourself from accomplishing those goals, from reaching your full potential. And that's not what's ordained for your life. So, you want to reach out, okay? You want to seek the help. You want to ask for the advice. Whatever it is, see the doctors, whatever doctor it is, Dr. Kendra, your personal doctor, whatever doctor it is.
Spice Divas, they be calling me, Sona. No, don't call me. I'm not a licensed doctor.
Look, you're not a licensed doctor, but you are a stylist, and we know that a lot of therapy happens in the chair. You know what I'm saying, with you and your clients. So you want to reach out, you want to talk to someone, because even if you don't have the courage, because it takes courage to do it on your own, you tell someone and let their motivation or push, let them hold your hand. Do whatever have to be done for you to get to that place where, you can feel good in moving forward and achieving and accomplishing your goals. Okay?
And then a lot of the time, when you ask for help, God will send you the help. He'll send it to you.
That's right.
You really need it. I mean, I go through. I don't know if I go through mental, but I go through times where when I go through things, I wanna close off the world.
Yeah.
Because I have to listen. I gotta hear. That's my mechanism. That's how I get through. I'm a person where I'm giving my last to people, pouring it into them. But when I'm at my last point, I have to shut down to build myself back up. And that's the way I've been coping with life all my life, and it hasn't been doing me wrong. I to the point where, like, this weekend on Sunday, I was like, I'm leaving my kids in this house. Y'all don't want to go to church? I'm out of here, because I need to get my fill back up. Right. I need to fill up my cup. And we pulled in so many directions, even when we at the point where we are broke, or we at the point where we are at our lowest point, and we still getting pulled in all these directions. But you got to take time to see what works for you, whether it be professional advice, whether it be closing yourself off, praying, religious, going to church, getting a word, whatever makes you feel like your cup is back full. Before you
and it could be a combination of all of those things. It's just, you have to prioritize the self-help. So if you don't do anything in the next 6 months, my takeaway for you is to prioritize self-help. Okay? Put it in your calendar. Check it off, make the time, block that time out, whatever it is, whatever your journey is to self-health, you need to prioritize that. because we don't want you going into 2024 with the same conditions, okay? Not knowing what to do, because that's shortening your time here. Which means if you have a lot of things to accomplish, you're shortening the time that you have to accomplish them, correct? So, look, prioritize self health.
That's a good takeaway. Prioritize self health. We talk about all the other type of health. Self help. Prioritize that. My takeaway would be what I heard in church on Sunday. You're not alone if you're going through trials and tribulations. It was biblical saying that you're going to go through trials and tribulations in this world.
Absolutely.
That is in the Bible. So when we go through trials and tribulations, most of the time we feel like it's the end of the world. Everything is crumbling down. Things are not lining up the way you want them to line up. But it's not the end. You have to trust the process. That's why we come to you with these informational things sometimes. Sometimes it's needed. Somebody out there feeling like that they're at their wits' end. They're going to give up. They don't want to go any longer. They keep fighting. They're not getting the results that they want. And they feel like they're a hamster wheel. They're going over and over and over and over. But I come to you today to tell you, don't give up. Get help, like Sona talked about. Whatever help it is that you need, don't give up. It's life. It's this world. We will go through trials and tribulations in this world. Yes. But the pastor also came back and said, but the peace of God. So in the midst of your trials and tribulations, if you have an inkling of peace in the midst of it, you're going to be okay. You have to get that peace in the midst of you going through your trials and tribulations. I'm going to go back to what we said last time. Love, power, and sound mind. In the midst of you going through your trials and tribulations, we say we love God. We say we have this religious belief. He kept me for my 46 years of living. No matter if stuff don't line up, he kept you for your
36 years of living.
So he kept us in the midst of our living. So that lets me know that he gonna keep you through whatever you going through, and the blessings are here. That's the enemy's job, to come and rob, steal, kill, and destroy. He gonna try to destroy our mental, our finances, our family, our business. That's his job, to try to do. And y'all heard that word, try to do. Try to do. We gonna go through trials and tribulations in this world, but the peace of God, that's what I want to keep holding on to, my peace. Every day I get up and fight, my peace. Yeah. That's what I want to get.
Yeah, I keep thinking about, Jesus and how, they crucified him. I feel like, at the end of the day, this was Jesus. He had power. This is God's child. If anybody was going to be able to get down off of that cross, it would have been him. But it's the piece of his purpose. He knew what his purpose was when he came here. So when you get to that point to where you know what your purpose is, and all of our purposes should be to be Christ-like. Okay? In the midst of our storms, in the midst of our struggles, we want to be Christ-like, because that's our peace. That's our renewing.
So think about how he went through it, Sona.
That's
Jesus,
right.
how he went through it. He went through all that.
All of that.
He went through the crucifixion. He went through people talking about him. He went through. That's why I really don't care what people say about me no more.
From childhood. You think people didn't talk about Mary? You think they didn't question? Oh, well, how that happened?
Virgin.
She ain't no virgin. From his childhood. It's nothing that we have not gone through that Christ has not gone through. And we have to keep that in mind if we talking about we're Christians, and looking forward to seeing God. That's your peace. And this is reminding me of that, because I had a very serious conversation with my friend, another friend of mine. But it's like, that's my peace, and that should always be my focus. which is one of the reasons why a lot of times we don't reach out to professional help. But it's nothing wrong with having that peace and having the professional help. You know, sometimes you need the 2 and 2 to put it together.
Sometimes you need both. You need pow. You need both.
Yeah.
But yes, that's my takeaway. You know, just to try to remain and have your peace. Just try your best to remain and have your peace, because peace. What they say? Peace
be still.
No, peace subside all understanding. That's the peace we want. That's the peace we want. So I thank God for that. And that's my takeaway. That's my takeaway. We will go through trials and tribulations of this life.
That's
but
right.
the peace of God. The peace of God. So I want y'all to take that away with the peace. Sona told y'all what y'all need to get what?
Self-help. Prioritize self-help.
Self-help. And in 21 days, I'm starting my 21 tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm starting my 21 tomorrow. We named out 3 goals. I'm starting my 21 tomorrow. I'm going to write them down. I'm going to write my 21 down. We thank y'all for tuning in to this podcast, this episode 20 of the Redlip Talk Podcast. We look forward to you. We need you to what? Tag, share,
like, subscribe, share. Sponsor. Be a guest.
Yes.
All of those things.
Again, I always say it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Don't wait until we become nationwide, or don't wait until somebody pick up the podcast, and then you won't say, they popping, although we already are popping.
Chriselle applying pressure to everybody out there.
That's right. We're applying this pressure. So guess what? If you don't support, you don't sponsor, you don't become a guest on this podcast, don't wait until we don't have no more spots. Because I'm believing. And we're going to, because you can see the success of the podcast till episode 20. It's always divine. It's always the way God wanted.
That's right.
You know, if we don't have a guest on show like today, it was meant for us, because we probably needed that 6-month checkup our doggone self, right?
That's right.
Yeah, because I know I did.
We did. We did. I mean, and I think it was a great topic for you to bring up to say this is where we at, which hasn't been the first time you mentioned it, so I knew it was on your heart. Yeah. So, sometimes this is how it has to be, one-on-one.
Yes. All right. So tune in to next time to Redlip Talk Podcast with your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
And Sona's Charm on New Orleans Talk Network.
Yes.
Mwah. Spice Divas. Sona's Charm. Redlip Talk. Redlip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Redlip Talk.
Girl, come sit with us and sip some tea.
Redlip Talk.
Hello, everyone. This is Vanessa J. Ross, and the Good Samaritan Ministries family invites you to our first annual Empowering Our Youth program, which will be held July the 8th, 2023, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Location, 2010 Woodmere Boulevard, Suite J, Harvey, Louisiana. And it is hosted by none other than myself, Vanessa J. Ross. So come on out and support us. Vendors are welcome. Contact Vanessa J. Ross, 504-413-0496. God bless.
It's your girl, Sona's Charm.
And it's your girl, Spice Divas, the marketing diva.
We want y'all to tune into the premiere of the Redlip Talk Podcast.
Every Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have new topics, new guests, new businesses.
Tune in to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Redlip Talk Podcast. Wow.